Good morning, friends. One sober to another here, coming to you today with another set of daily reflections. One sober to another through the daily reflections. I'm Wayne, and I'm an alcoholic. Let's do this. Daily inventory. And when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 59. And this is a carryover from yesterday, so let's roll. I was beginning to approach my new life of sobriety with unaccustomed enthusiasm. New friends were cropping up, and some of my battered friendships had begun to be repaired. Life was exciting, and I had even begun to enjoy my work. Becoming so bold as to issue a report on the lack of proper care for some of our clients. One day, a coworker informed me that my boss was really sore because a complaint submitted over his head had caused him much discomfort at the hands of his superiors. I knew that my report had created the problem and began to feel responsible for my boss's difficulty. In discussing the affair, my coworker tried to reassure me that an apology was not necessary. But I soon became convinced that I had to do something regardless of how it might turn out. When I approached my boss and owned up to my hand in his difficulties, he was surprised. But unexpected things came out of the encounter, and my boss and I were able to agree to interact more directly and effectively in the future. Now, if you listen to this is a small, simple situation. It could have been difficult, but it was a simple situation to where, at times we do things and we may not realize immediately that it's a problem for somebody else. And it's not that we don't care, but sometimes we just don't realize it. I, as an alcoholic, I did that a lot. And I did that a lot because I spent the bulk of 20 years in a leadership position. So when I transferred to a job that I was actually on the lower part of the spectrum, it was very hard for me to separate what I was doing and what I was used to from what this job required and what my position is. So I found myself overstepping a lot, and I found myself making decisions that were well above literally my pay grade. So at times I had to stand back and say, did I just do something out of my lane that caused somebody, to have to go explain something or to, lose sleep at night? And if I did, I had to approach that person regardless of the outcome and admit my fault in it. And this is carrying over the step 10. And if you're not a person of Alcoholics Anonymous and this daily reflection for you is intimidating because it says for AA members, it can apply to you in any portion of your day. So the bottom line here, people, is if you cause somebody anxiety or discomfort based off of your actions, and it is not something that is deserving, then it is your responsibility, and it was my responsibility to own up to my parts in those things. And that goes in with a whole lot of, life lessons. And as we develop through recovery and sobriety, we're able to identify those a lot easier. If you've gotten any value out of this video, hit the like button below so that we can, get these messages out there. I realize that the daily reflections is not the cup of tea for everybody, but we're here for you, and we're here to help each other through our recovery and to thrive in our sobriety. And I'm here to help you do the same thing. So not every single day will be appealing for you, but I guarantee if you just listen to the wording and if you digest what is being put out there, you'll get something from it. My friend assured me that an apology was not necessary, and I just read that out of here. A lot of the time someone on the sidelines doesn't feel what you feel, and they don't understand why it is you think that you should do something. if you do in your gut and you feel that, something is in order, it's really up to you to take action and make that happen, especially to stay intact and keep your serenity as well as stay balanced. If not, that could create a resentment from either your end or the end that someone on the receiving portion may hold now, and that could provide a huge separation between you guys and make it hard as people who work together and to have a relationship that is conducive to that environment. I did the same thing, and I had to own up to my parts in those. And like I just said before, once I did that, things got a little easier, and we came to an understanding that we have to work together instead of apart, and that I have to be able to humble myself and be, in the role that I'm in and not the one that I'm used to or I'm aspiring to. I don't know. That's what I take from today's daily reflection, and I hope that maybe you got a little bit from it. I'm Wayne. I'm an alcoholic, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Stay classy, people. Life's a garden. Dig it.